Okay, for the reverse shading, you're gonna need the picture, which is in Google Classroom. You could pull it up. We have a black paper and a ruler. You're gonna create a 2-inch grid on your paper. So 2 inches, you line up your ruler to the edge and you count by 2s. 2, long line behind the 2, 4, 6, the edge of the paper is the 8. And you do that on all 4 sides. And then we start drawing. We're using the grid method. So on here, first row is white, the little corner is black. So on here, I'm gonna start with the little line here where it's gonna separate the white and the black. That line goes all the way across, so I'm just gonna bring it all the way across. These two have the top of the skull, so here's the top. Next one, the top, and that's it. Next row, work on the next one. The line, the skull. From here, one thing you could do the squares, or you could start in the center. I like to start in the center of the rows and work my way out. So the center is at 1, 2, 3, 4, top corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw what you see. A curve. Then there's one petal. Then here's another one that goes all the way to the bottom. Another big petal. Then up here we have small ones. You have a big triangle looking one. Then over here you have another triangle. This bottom one only has 2, so what I do curves. Here, curve, curve. This one's bigger, so do a bigger curve. Once you have those curves for the top of the teeth, I just box out the bottom. Once you have that, you're gonna go back in and you're gonna erase the grid because you no longer need the grid. Then you start the shading process. So if we look at here, we have the value from dark to light. This time we're going to be starting from the light, fading it out towards the black because the paper is already black. So if I start with this rose petal right here, you could see that the top of it, it's bright white, and then it fades towards the black. So on this one, I'm going to do just that. I'm going to start bright white over here. So press a little bit, not too much, on the outside of my petal. And then I'm gonna fade it about halfway, and I have to make sure I leave some of the black showing. So do small little circles and fade it very, very, very lightly. If you accidentally fade too much, you can come back, erase your shadow back out. Okay. So if I do another petal, it's bright white, then it goes to a gray, and then it goes to white again. So this one, it's white on the outside, then it goes to a soft gray, and then it's white right here. If you need to bring your grays or your black back out, go back and erase it. So So you're just gonna do that. If you look at the skull, right here it's black, gray, and then the white is over here. Okay, you're just gonna continue your reverse shading using the image, seeing where your white is, where you have grays, and where you have blacks. Once you are done shading the entire thing, it should look something like this one. So notice there's value in some of the areas from the white fading towards the light. Let me take it out real quick. Okay. See right here, bright white, fades to a light grayish to dark black right here. So that's the paper. The teeth, the same thing. Some areas are bright white and then it fades away and you leave black gaps in between the teeth and the curves. So work on your skull drawing and then upload it in Google Classroom.